Introducing aPriori.
The digital factory is really pretty simple, right? Equipment list, what kind of parts can they make? Let's negotiate the labor rates, overheads, and margin, right? We've tried to make this as simple as we possibly can with our suppliers. So, and then I'm looking at open capability and capacity, right? I say it's a machine shop. Tristan, it's a machine shop. What do they make? Everything. They don't make everything under the sun. They might be a 5-axis guy. It might be a Swiss guy. It might be a 2-axis guy. They might be all over the place, right? But we're sending quotes, and sometimes we hit it, sometimes we don't. We're not having that feedback from the supply base. Hey, I bought 3 brand new pieces of Swiss equipment. I've got room for, 10,000 hours of Swiss time. That's the kind of conversations we're having with our supply base now, right? We've got to figure out where their open capacity is and obviously what capability they have, right? So we're modeling parts that fit that supplier's open capacity and putting parts there that make sense. And then obviously with using aPriori, we're also getting some of the other stuff, right? We can give them the suggested routing, how to make the part, the tool list, right? If I give you a design and it's a machined housing, you've got to sit there and backwards kind of engineer it and figure out what tools I need to make all those features on that part, right? So we've been giving them the tool list lately, and they're loving the response, or they're loving the feedback they're getting from us. So, and then the key with this is we're giving them about 1 week to come back and acknowledge and accept the award. So we've gone from 10 to 1. I was going to say that a couple times, but. So digital factory, I always talk scope, schedule, budget, right? So we're identifying parts that fit that supplier's capability and capacity 10 to 1. We're going from a 10-week lead time down to 1 week, and we're doing it pretty consistently right now, so we're very happy with what we're seeing. And then on the budget or resource side of it here, let me use my example. I had a machine shop with 30 machinists. He had 5 guys on his quoting desk, just doing quoting. Gone to him and said, hey, I don't need 4 of those guys. I need 1 guy for like 3 hours a week. But the other 4 guys on the machine shop floor where they can actually add value to that company, right? So that's actually been one of the big changes we're starting to see with some of the suppliers here. If they put those folks back on the machine shop floor, it might be a 10% improvement on their available labor. But for them, it might be the difference between making money and not making money, right? So it's actually working pretty well. And then on my side, instead of quoting 3 guys, we're quoting 1, or we're self-quoting 1. And that takes a lot of time off of my guys' shoulders of having to respond to questions from those other 2 suppliers, right? So it's a one-to-one relationship versus one-to-many. So the joint benefits, obviously, we're digital partnering with our key suppliers here. Quoting efforts are significantly reduced, moving those people back to the shop floor. If we send them the self-quote, they're going to win it. I'd like to have a 100% return rate. I'm actually about 93, 94 right now, so we're getting there. It's going to be it'll be 100 before we get through this. And then we're having the higher level negotiations with the suppliers, right? Labor, overhead, margin. That's all I need to work on. I've got their equipment list. I know what they can make. My team's got 40,000 machine part numbers. There's no way I can negotiate 40,000 machine parts. I can negotiate at a higher level, and I can run through a digital factory. Then on the Woodward side, like I said, that 10 to 1, like I said before, and 1 to many, and I'm guaranteed that the price is fair and reasonable. At least I know what the bottoms-up cost model is.
aPriori, making profitability and sustainability a reality for a better world.